Oh,
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to reality. We are waiting for the live press conference for updates on Summer Wells.
hello, guys. Hope you're all having a good day. Please subscribe, like, leave comments below.
The Otters looking to keep their momentum rolling with the Fusion in town tonight. And
It
not
should be
even
starting
20
any
minutes
minute
into
now.
this match, Gabriel Ramos with the beauty of a ball to Matt Skinner to give the Otters an early 1-0 lead. Now, Ramos, he plays for ETSU, and Skinner, he's a UNCG guy this summer.
We still got like 2 minutes, I think, before it starts. I can't believe this girl still hasn't been found. It's so sad. And there's too much speculation out there in the world right now.
As Dawn has repeatedly said, she is not in this area. This is something.
Oh, the sound went away. Update. TBI press conference. There we are. One person watching. We're just waiting on the press conference to start, guys, and then we'll be airing it. We'll be airing it live for everyone to see. If you guys have any suggestions on any videos you want to see, leave them down in the comments below. Oh, it's 2, Danny.
2.
It's 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock Central right now.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up on a different.
Oh, okay.
Central. Equipped with blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, and automatic emergency braking. Right now, get $2,000 off MSRP plus 2.5% for 60 months. This morning, tips continue to come in on the Summer Wells Amber Alert.
We'll get it pulled up so you guys can see in a minute.
Nick, the big question is,
here we go.
Do you hear the
has
sound?
that led to any new leads?
Yeah.
Amy,
Yep, we're good.
TBI now says that they have received more than 300 tips over more than a week, and none of them, not a single one yet,
Here we go.
is being credible. The search, of course, does continue. It did overnight, and again this morning. There are now more than 80 agencies from Tennessee, Ohio, Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, and North Carolina, all searching nearly a 6-square-mile area around the home where Summer disappeared in Hawkins County, Tennessee. That was last Tuesday. Now, authorities have tried everything, searching from the ground and air, using canine units, conducting roadblocks, and even asking the public to search their properties. Now, I can tell you that they have found no traces of Summer, and more of the focus, my understanding, is turning toward the possibility of foul play as opposed to her maybe wandering off into the woods there. They hope for more tips, we should say, and they may come, especially now that the reward for information is topping, Amy, $50,000.
That's just incredible. We do hope it helps. And Nick, I know you're going to be heading
to the scene in East Tennessee a little bit later today in Sky 5.
Yeah, that's right. We'll be heading out on Sky 5. I've learned that there are potentially some new developments, even new strategies that will be deployed starting today by the TBI and other investigators. We also hope to get some fresh aerial video of the scene, the ongoing search effort there. And we'll have these exclusive stories coming up tonight at News Channel 5 at 4, 5, and 6. Send it back to you in the studio.
More often, the easy path is just to fit in. But with the
it stinks that they have to have such a reward like that just for someone to come forward. People should just come forward out of the goodness of their heart. Unfortunately, that's not the world we live in anymore.
But it's also hard to crowd to have people in.
right now,
I can't believe that they have nothing.
I know, day 9 and nothing.
Only
I mean, they have TBI there, plus the local police, and they're all investigating.
Spelling Bee is
Oh,
back.
here we go.
After an unprecedented cancellation last year, of course, due to the pandemic, the prestigious competition is back on with the final rounds actually underway right now. That's why I sat down with the Vice President of Community Impact for the Tennessee Titans, Tina Tuggle, who tells me that the relationship with our parent company here at News Channel 5, EW Scripps, and the Two-Tone Blue is really the perfect pair for the Spelling Bee. Of course, Nissan Stadium's accustomed to
They'll probably save summer till the end.
savviest youth spellers here in the Nashville area. After the Titans stepped in to
a lot
save
of
really the
times
Middle
the news
Tennessee Spelling Bee
conferences
regional
run
round several years
behind.
ago.
That's true.
We reached out to Scripps when we learned that there was a need to
Yeah.
host to be here in the Middle Tennessee community. We reached out to them and said, hey, the Titans would like to step up and take the lead on hosting the Bees here. And they were very gracious and just have been a wonderful organization to work with.
In the 6th year of this pretty unique partnership between the top NFL franchise and the top spelling competition, the Titans typically host lots of kids for the regional round there at East.
Oh, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
This says 4 p.m. Thursday. Oh, wait, we're missing it. Shoot, go to it is, if you Google WCYB.com. Here, let me send this to you if I can. Check your Loper MD. I sent you a link to the video where the police is holding the press conference. Sorry, guys. We're all just live. If you scroll down there, there's a cop that's talking where it says live. There we go. I think you got it now. It's on. We just need sound.
Concerned than ever and desperate to find her. TBI agents continue to work with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI in an effort to determine what happened this summer. We are utilizing all available.
Really?
Of course. Did you see that link I sent you as well? To your, okay.
FBI's Child Abduction Rapid Deployment Team. We want to reiterate that the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance remain unclear. which is why we've been exploring all possibilities. Agents and detectives have followed up on a number of leads, to include residential surveillance video and photos from around the area of Summer's home. Drivers seen in the area at the time of her disappearance have been identified and interviewed. While we've not ruled out an abduction, we simply do not have any evidence at this point to confirm that's what occurred. For that reason, the ground search for Summer continues. It's possible that she wandered off and is lost and afraid. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson is going to talk more about what we need from property owners at this point. Sheriff?
Thank you. First of all, I want to let everyone know that what a big asset that Mount Carmel Baptist Church has been to us. They've opened their doors, their church, their fellowship hall, their land. As y'all see, this is a very remote area, and we would be in desperate trouble if we didn't have that place to set up our command post. With that said, we use every available resource that we have, and today I want to use you all. I want the word to get out to all the residents in the Upper Beech Creek community, Hawkins County and Sullivan County. We need the residents to go back today, tonight, tomorrow, as soon as possible, go back and check their entire property, any outbuildings, any barns, any place a child could hide. We desperately need you to do that for us. It's easier for you to check your own property than it is to send officers there. We have not stopped. As Captain will tell you, we've been 24/7 for 6 days now.
They have to be exhausted.
We need help from the community now searching their own property. Any questions? Okay, Captain.
Thank you, Sheriff. As both of them have stated, we will continue to search for Summer Wells until we locate Summer Wells. As of June 21st, 2021, search and rescue efforts for missing 5-year-old Summer Wells will continue throughout the day and also the night. At this point, we have utilized 72 agencies from Tennessee, Ohio, Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, and North Carolina assisting in these search efforts. Numerous specialized search and rescue groups and canine teams have been represented from these multiple different agencies. To date, we have estimated approximately 2,400 acres have been searched since Tuesday night when she was reported missing. The rugged mountainous terrain continues to cause problems and slow the search operations at times. The search will continue Tuesday morning into Wednesday morning. An updated release will be issued as new information becomes available. And as stated before, if anyone has any information on the disappearance of Summer Wells, please contact Hawkins County Sheriff's Department and our 1-800-TBA fine. Thank you.
We'll open it up for a few questions at this time.
Just wondering, has Summer ever wandered off before?
According to family members, it's not common for her to wander off.
Which Saturday there was a pretty extensive search into her the evening. Can you elaborate on what that tip was and why there was such a large presence put back out?
Anytime we have information that could potentially lead us to locating Summer, we're going to use all resources. Crews were in the area following up on a lead. Unfortunately, Summer's still missing.
How is the weather impacting your search?
Sure, that's a great question. Captain Coop, can you explain?
So the projected forecast here for the next 24 to 48 hours will change our approach. It will not change our aggressive approach. The only thing that this will change maybe what terrain we approach at this time. Due to the severe thunderstorms, we can't put our teams in danger to turn around and maximize the situation. We are monitoring weather 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with live weather updates. We are also utilizing the National Weather Service, who calls us on a routine basis. If there's any type of weather that's approaching our immediate area, they have been more than helpful with notifying us in a very timely manner to allow us to know where we can plan on how we're going to approach these areas.
Talking about the weather, is there concern about some of the schools in that area having to go back to their area to the farms or slums there?
Speaking with some of these teams, especially the teams that have been coming out of state, traveling 4+ hours, they also have had to do what we've had to do is utilize as much resources as we can to find summer wells, but we still have to be able to cover our areas. So a lot of these people, they're still allowing people to stay back. When these crews from out of town then return, they'll swap out. Those crews will then monitor their areas and send us fresh crews, and we are doing the same thing for our resources here locally.
Do we know when the active search will potentially turn into a recovery mode instead of potential rescue mode?
Well, let's elaborate on that.
We will address that at some point, but right now our focus remains on finding Summer. We're using all resources as of today, and we want that to be the focus right now.
This is a question more for Amy Leslie and Sheriff Lawson. You just mentioned that you have used some surveillance video, things that you had asked for earlier. Maybe can you elaborate what you saw in that surveillance video and how that might have helped you?
Well, as you know, and you guys helped us get the word out, we asked residents to let us know if they had surveillance cameras around their home or trail cameras. Residents have reached out. We've reviewed those photos and video, and if we identified a vehicle in the video, we would identify the driver and then speak with the driver to interview them to see if they had any information.
How long would someone typically get dismissed? How long would it take to find? I think this is exceptionally long.
Every case is different. It's a case-by-case situation.
On day 6 now, for maybe the folks that are out there in the field, how are you keeping, I guess, morale and spirits? How are, I'm sure folks are tired. They've been out here tirelessly for days on end now. How are you kind of keeping folks engaged and the spirits up?
Ultimately, the people that's involved with the search operations, we all have the same outlook. We will not quit until we find Summer wells. So these guys have spent countless hours, day in, day out, nighttime. The thing that I stress with my guys is if you're getting to the point that you're getting tired, please take a break, get rest, rehab, recover. That way you can come back and continue to go stronger. It is a large family with law enforcement involved. We keep each other's spirits up. It's all a team effort. And to elaborate on it, a lot of times you guys being up here, you start seeing a lot of people leave at the evening time. At the evening time, it is too treacherous and too dangerous unless TBI or Sheriff's Department gets a lead that they need us to go help assist on. Too dangerous for us to keep our guys up in these mountains in this treacherous terrain at nighttime. But I want you guys to know and rest assured, along with the community, that search efforts do not stop when it gets dark. We have been utilizing fixed wing and aerial aviation to literally scan this area from the time it gets dark to the time it does not quit. They utilize multiple resources, FLIR, and other things to continually map this area and to continue to search for Summer wells.
That's good to hear.
More for Sheriff Lawson, sorry. I know we've talked a lot about there's 2 different operations going on, Find Summer as well as the investigation. Is there more on the investigation side that you can tell us into anything that you've talked with family members or anyone who last saw her since we last spoke on Friday?
We've interviewed so many people in the community on the road, and we're still jointly working with TBI and the FBI, and everything is really going real well. We cover each other's tracks, go back and re-interview, and like Captain said, and Leslie, we're not going to stop till we find something.
How is her family doing? I mean, this is going into day 7. Tomorrow will be day 7 since their child has come missing.
Day 7. This is day 9.
We've spoken with her parents. I can't speak for them. They spoke with you. They're being cooperative. Of course, they're upset. So we continue to keep them updated and do whatever possible we can to find Summer. And we just ask everyone in the community, especially those of you who have any tidbit of information that you haven't shared, to please come forward. Her family asks that as well.
And I think we also talked a little bit about speculation and social media rumors. Has that continued to get worse over the weekend, and does that continue to maybe even cause hindrances?
Sure, it's always a battle. We ask residents with credible information to call 1-800-TBI-FIND and submit tips through that avenue. We find that we're receiving a lot of tips that is a screenshot from Facebook. It's an opinion or speculation. That's not a credible tip, and it just bogs down the system, as I've mentioned before. So please only share credible information. Someone's opinion or idea on Facebook is not a credible tip.
Exactly.
Okay.
Has the family been ruled out? I know they said that they understood you investigating them and interviewing them. Have they been ruled out at this time or still?
As we've said time and time again, the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance are very much under investigation. And at this time, we continue to explore all possibilities. Okay, thanks for coming, guys. We appreciate the continuing coverage. We appreciate the community and all their support. And again, I can't stress enough, anyone with information is asked to call 1-800-TBI-FIND. Thank you.
Well, there's that.
I think that was an older one, though. They said 7 days. I'm not positive, but it does say that there will be a press conference at 4 p.m. TBI has announced they'll be holding a news conference with an update on the search of Summer Wells starting at 4 p.m. And that's on the website that I sent you.
Oh, okay. I still have that pulled up. I'd like to say, you guys, please, what they're asking is for the public. I mean, I'm sure they are happy for all the different channels and everything covering it, getting her name out there, getting her picture out there. But
it's the speculation that
right.
They're not happy about.
And some of these Facebook groups are getting vicious. And
yes.
There is speculation running rampant through there.
It's just ridiculous, the speculation about the parents. I mean, God forbid it comes out that you're wrong. You're going to feel horrible and just look awful for saying those things about these parents that are missing their daughter and want her home. It doesn't matter what they've done in their past. What matters is finding their daughter, and that's the most important thing. So,
right, they aren't asking for help in the investigation.
Right.
They are asking for help in finding her. But
right, if you know something.
There's a difference between those two.
Yes.
Let the professionals handle figuring out what happened, how, why.
Yeah.
None of us or any of these, channels that are covering it are trained.
Mm-mm.
And
We're not detectives.
All it's doing is making speculation worse and worse. And these poor parents, I mean, and who knows? In the end, it could end up being something like that. But who wants to speculate and put that on a parent?
Unless during their worst nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. I can't even imagine what they are going through.
Me neither.
And I for one, our channel is not going to contribute.
No, definitely not. The FBI have all that information. They know any kind of criminal or history, any background, anything we can find, the police have already found and then some. So there's no reason for us to point it out and keep harping on it and say, oh, I wonder if this happened. I wonder if that happened. Oh, what if they did this? What if they did that? No, that's not for us to do. That's for the police. Our job is, what they want is people to call in and say, oh, I saw her here, or I saw her here at this time. They don't want you to call in and say, oh, I found this information that you probably already have because you're the police and you have all this investigative stuff that I don't have.
Right.
Let's see. I have it pulled up if you want me to share it.
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead. Hold on. Let me stop. Oh, I already did. Okay, go ahead.
How do I make it go up there?
Down at the bottom of your screen, do you see where it says share?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sharing, but I don't know how to make it come from the down here at the
Oh,
bottom.
here, I got it.
Oh, okay. There we go.
If I
What?
wait, I have. Hold on.
It might not have went live yet. Oh. Okay.
This says live.
She should be coming up any second now. Oh, where'd it go?
Oops.
Wait. You gotta put mine back up there. She's about to talk. Here, I'll pause it. For some reason, it put mine back down at the bottom. There we go. All right.
Good afternoon. I'm Leslie Earhart with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. The status is the same as it was on Monday when we last held a meeting.
Turn it up.
We're still trying to find Summer. It's now been 1 week and 2 days since she went missing.
So yeah, this was today.
There's still two aspects of this case: the active search.
Are you able to turn it up? Or did you share audio? I don't think you shared the audio. You have to press the little tick box down at the bottom. Here. Oh.
What? That's the wrong one.
Well, this one's live though.
Okay, go ahead. That's the one we just watched, isn't it?
Search operations is we all have the same outlook. We will not quit until we find Summer Wells. So these guys have spent countless hours, day in, day out, nighttime. The thing that I stress with my guys is if you're getting to the point that you're getting tired, please take a break, get rest, rehab, recover. That way you can come back and continue to go stronger. It is a large family.
This is the one we just watched, Danny.
Law enforcement involved. We keep each other's spirits up. It's all a team effort. And to elaborate
If you
on,
can't hear mine, just pull this up on yours.
you guys being up, and you start seeing
She doesn't talk until the 6-minute mark.
at the evening
6
time, it is
minutes
too
and 30
treacherous,
seconds.
too dangerous, unless.
What do you? It's not up on yours.
It's paused right now.
Oh.
Preserve the integrity of the investigation.
It's on full blast.
I think you didn't hit the tick mark that says share audio.
You can't hear it?
You can, but very, very, very low.
Well, just play it on yours in here. Fast forward to the 6-minute and 30-second mark. I sent you the link. Because this was from today. If you scroll down, it's right below where it says the TBI has announced they'll be holding a news conference with an update on a search for Summer Wells. It's that video right there. You gotta fast forward to 6 minutes and 20 seconds.
I don't have a video.
Here, I can just share the video with you.
Hit
Hang on, I'm just going to share the whole video. Copy link. All right. Sent. Let's see when I click share video if there's any other options, but I didn't see anything else. Oh, here we go. Okay, here, I can play it now.
And don't forget to hit the audio.
Yeah, that's what I just did.
And individuals
Is that better?
associated with the family have been interviewed. Surveillance video and photos have been reviewed, as well as other potential digital evidence. We're still working to identify everyone in the area.
Is that better, Danny?
That Summer went missing. One of you asked us in a previous briefing.
Yeah, it's better.
The time it takes for a case like this to be resolved. While every case is different, this one is definitely outside of the norm. Typically, in an investigation like this one, we have some idea of where the case is headed and what might have happened within a few days. In this situation, despite doing everything within our power and exploring all avenues, the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance remain unclear. I understand the lack of answers frustrates you in the public, but trust me, no one is more frustrated than we are. If we develop information that will lead to locating Summer, we will share that with you first and foremost. In the meantime, we ask anyone with information who hasn't come forward to please call 1-800-TBI-FIND. I'll turn it over to Sheriff Ronnie Lawson.
Thank you. Just to go along with Leslie, I know there's a lot of social media going on out there, a lot of detectives going on, but they're absolutely useless unless these people that's 100% positive calls 1-800-TBI-FIND. That means nothing. We're monitoring all social media and everything that you all put out from people that you all interview. And I assure you, you'd have to work very hard to find somebody that we hadn't talked to that may not tell you.
That's what we just said.
One point I want to make clear up, obviously, is a couple of days ago, I asked for the public not to help us in our search in the woods and stuff. That is because we know where every searcher is, where every team is, and the captain and his staff, they're tracking everyone. So if we get the general public in the woods, we don't know about it, then they're going to get missed when they go home or don't go home. So it's going to be somebody else that we have to generate time and information and resources to find. What I did ask for, and I still need, is all the people in Upper Beach Creek, Hawkins, and Sullivan County to search their property again and again. You got to look for a small child. You have to look for evidence of a small child's being. And if you got field cameras, if you got security cameras, we need you to check those again. Just keep checking them and checking them. We're trying to find every vehicle is in this holler they're living since we started this. And we also did a roadblock, which helped at the same time that she was reported missing, to see if we come in contact with somebody that's been working that we could see. Obviously, there's nothing came out of that, but it's just another tool that we've used to make this happen. So if the general public that lives in this area will go back and search their outbuildings, their barns, their hay fields, that's mowing season, so when they mow, they need to pay attention. And if you have a resident that cannot search their property themselves, if they'll call my office at 423-272-4848, I will send an officer to your residence to search your property for you. It's a cooperation we must need, because I know some of the residents probably getting frustrated with seeing the officers, but as the captain will tell you, we've had very intense operations all week long for 9 days now.
And we're not done yet because, like I told you from day one, it's about finding Summer. That's the number one goal here. Yep.
Thanks, Sheriff. As of June 24th, 2021, search and rescue efforts for missing 5-year-old Summer Wells continues. We have now utilized 106 agencies spanning from Tennessee, Ohio, Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, and North Carolina assisting in these search efforts. Numerous specialized search and rescue groups with numerous canine teams have been represented from each of these agencies. To date, we have covered over 4.6 square miles, with that being over 3,000 acres being searched since Tuesday night when she was reported missing. The rugged mountainous terrain continues to cause problems. This has slowed search operations down in these areas, but please be rest assured, while incurring these conditions, we are still searching with an aggressive approach with extreme attention to detail. These terrains and conditions have exhausted crews both physically and mentally. We are still utilizing local and regional resources, but have had to call upon and utilize resources from Middle and West Tennessee, along with out-of-state resources to bring a fresh set of eyes and rested bodies into the search operations. Search efforts will continue on a more specialized team basis throughout the rest of the week. Just because you may not see us in such a large presence, once again, rest assured, we are still out here searching for Summer Wells. We will continue to work with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department, TBI, and FBI until we find Summer Wells. As mentioned before, as Sheriff here mentioned, please continue to search your personal property. Sullivan County, Hawkins County, mainly the Beech Creek community, and even if you branch a little bit further, please search. And I've been telling these searchers here the last several days, when you're looking for this property, you're not looking for an adult laying there. You're not looking for an adult hiding in the building. We're looking for a 5-year-old girl that weighed approximately 40 pounds. Somebody that size could wad up, could hide in an area that a legal size piece of paper or a folded up laptop could go. This is also the reason why we are exhausting all efforts. This train, as you can see behind us, guys, is only a small, very small percentage of what these guys day in and day out are going through. I've had multiple of my guys come up to me and tell me, Captain, I'll go to the end, but I'm tired. I'm physically and I'm mentally tired. We are all one team, and we will not quit until we find Summer Wells. Thank you.
That's good to hear.
Questions?
Have you searched some of these areas over and over again numerous times, some of these fields and things like that?
Absolutely. Captain, can you answer that question?
Yes, so over these 4.6 square miles, and I'll kind of elaborate on some of these specialized teams. There's some of these areas, guys, we have covered 4, 5, and 6 times. And we have community members, media outlets reaching out going, well, we have neighbors saying you're covering the same ground. We are. New ground, same ground, different eyes, fresh bodies. Guys, one flat looking field, there's 100 places something could be hid, evidence, and or she could be hidden. So yes, we have covered multiple ground multiple times, and we'll continue to do so.
Captain Coop, I know some of the board has been talked about. I know your agency, Churchill Rescue Squad, is apparently in charge of that. Can you give us some details on what?
At Toyota Kingsport, we guarantee you a great buying experience and a great.
What is that?
There has been some people that have reached out to our agency, reached out to TBI and Sheriff's Department about providing reward money for information leading up to the finding and or recovery of Summer Wells. At this time, I can confirm that is correct and that our agency is working to get this account set up. Once this information is available, our agency will provide a media release with this information on how the general public can also give money for this. But at the same point in time, guys, we're running on limited resources, and we're trying everything we can do that without interfering with the search for Summer Wells.
Leslie, at this point in the search and investigation, do you believe Summer Wells is still alive?
We hope so, but honestly, we just don't know. I mean, we're holding out hope, doing everything we can. Obviously, we typically would have found a child at this stage in the investigation. So honestly, we just don't know.
How many tips has the TBI received so far?
I don't have the exact number with me, but it's well over 300 at this point.
Wow.
I spoke with the family and they talked about sort of what led up to that missing incident here. Can you just sort of elaborate on what you guys know for sure happened before she went missing that Tuesday night?
We can't release any more than what we've already provided. We know that she was supposedly with family members outside of her home, was seen going into the home. When her mother went to check on her, she was not in the house.
Sheriff, I know you mentioned before that you haven't had to obtain any search warrants. Is that still the case?
My office has not obtained any search warrants, and I really don't know if the other agencies has. I've been coordinating with the captain here and the investigators. They're all working together, and we hadn't briefed each other this afternoon.
What about lie detector tests? Has anybody been given those?
I think she can address this.
Well, it's no secret that the TBI has a polygraph unit. We don't discuss specifics, but I can tell you that we use that as an investigative tool. In a situation like this, we're going to use every resource and tool available to us.
That means yes.
The billboard seen in Myrtle Beach. Are you guys aware of that? Has the search taken you guys even out of state to some extent?
We follow up on all leads that come in, even if they're out of state. We have received some tips from other states, but they didn't prove to be credible leads. We are aware of the billboards. That's not something the TBI coordinates, but we appreciate the effort.
Leslie, are cadaver dogs being used as part of the K-9 team being brought in?
Absolutely, yes.
No law enforcement outside of the house today. Any reason for that?
There's no reason. We have had agents and officers to just touch base with the family on a daily basis. So they were there earlier. The family continues to cooperate at this time. If we have questions, they answer our questions. If we need them to come to the command post to clarify some information, they respond. So they've been very cooperative.
Speaking of the command post, we have noticed some larger FBI presence as well, including like an FBI, I believe it's called a CARD team. Could you just elaborate a little bit on their role in this investigation? What do they do?
They're just another resource available. Now, I would refer you to the FBI for specifics on what that team does, but they specialize in missing children cases. And again, we're using all resources available. They've been here since last weekend, and we were in communication with them before last weekend. So it's just another resource, and we're grateful for any help we can get.
Leslie, now on day 10, do you guys feel like you have more information, better informed than you did on day 1 Tuesday night?
We don't. We still don't know where Summer is. We don't know what happened to her, and it's extremely frustrating. I can't tell you how heartbreaking it is. The sheriff has worked around the clock. His team's worked around the clock. The search crews, TBI agents, FBI agents, we're doing everything we can to find her, but to not have any more answers than we do at this stage, it's just heartbreaking.
Have you been able to narrow down the timeline any more than originally listed?
Not any more than what we originally released. We know that her family reported her missing. They called the sheriff's office around 6:30. Prior to that, it was early afternoon when she was last seen, and they searched for a little bit and then reported her missing.
How many hours would you say?
I don't have that information.
Question for Captain or Sheriff: what's the biggest obstacle standing in your way? Is it the heat? Is it just the fatigue? Is it the terrain? What do you think is the number one thing that's hurting you guys with this investigation?
To say hurt this investigation on my aspect of things, nothing's hurting us. We encounter difficult situations so far, and we overcome them situations. From here on out, it is going to be providing our team the rest and assurance to make sure that we can provide more and more fresh body, fresh eyes to be able to come in and help search for Summer Wells.
That horse.
As far as my office, it's been pretty hard because my office don't stop. We're still answering calls, we're still doing investigations that come in, and we're still running the jail, but I'm alternating the officers out. And like's been said, everyone at the command post been there this week, everyone now is getting mentally, and physically, and emotionally just drained. And we're going to have to rehab and start back again, but we're not going to stop. We're going to find something.
Is there anything the community can do to help you guys at this point? I know that everyone's been bringing food and water and stuff like that. Is there anything else that you guys need?
Actually, I think they've done everything they possibly could. We've even getting fresh home cooked meals from churches and things brought in, and we have meals for all the officers and searchers and investigators. But enormous outpour of support shown by this community and actually people here in East Tennessee. We're very pleased.
Hey guys, thank you for coming out. I know a couple of you had questions asking why we are not having daily media briefings. The simple answer is we just haven't had any new information to provide. But just because we don't have a briefing doesn't mean that you can't reach out to us and ask any questions you may have. And of course, we are going to continue to post updates on Twitter and the TBI Facebook page. And feel free to check with us if you have any additional questions or need clarification. Thank you. Take care.
That was the briefing from today. Okay.
It confuses me that they are no farther along in the investigation today than they were.
I know. One thing I did pick up on, though, she said that she didn't confirm lie detector tests. All she said was that is a tactic we use. So to me, that means that they have.
Well, the dad did say that he and Candace passed lie detector tests.
And they've been helpful every step of the way. I don't understand everyone that's just speculating on them so hard. It just makes no sense to me.
Right.
No sense at all. Even she just said that they've helped every step of the way. Anytime they call with questions, they answer them. They call, come in, everything. And they said, she mentioned cadaver dogs. There was no sense around the house or anything that would have been in the news. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's also a good sign that she was alive when she wandered out. And he made a good point. She could be folded up into the size of a laptop somewhere where they might have looked already and just can't see her. So they just keep researching over and over the same places.
Yeah.
We apologize for the technical difficulties in the beginning, guys, but we're just getting used to it, and it was live, so we wanted to hurry up and get on so you guys didn't miss it.
I just wanted to touch base on this post from Facebook. Many of you have reached out asking how you can help Summer's brothers. Here's some information from their church family. The family likes to eat Little Caesars or any pizza, Golden Corral, and Mama's House. They like Hot Wheels, model cars, and could use a tablet. Would love to go to any
indoor trampoline park.
Waylon, age 9, shoe size 6, blah, blah, blah. Any gifts can be dropped off at the Kingsport Seventh-day Adventist Church. The only reason I mentioned this is because I did not go into the broadcast, but I did see a YouTuber broadcast that I feel like I know fairly well, and the title was Summer Wells Family Wants Pizza.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's just disgusting.
It is. And I'm kind of upset at the people that will go in there and listen to that. You are making light
of the situation.
Of a child that is missing and what her family, her brothers,
what they're going through.
What did they say the ages are? 9, 11, and 12.
They're still so young.
Yes. And these kids are, probably only half understanding what is going on. There's police everywhere and, constant knocks on the doors and horrible things are being said about the family on social media.
They're going through hell. And some of these channels I hear just aren't making it easy for them because, and I hate to say it, but I feel like they do it because it's getting the clicks and views. And if you don't click and view, they don't have anybody to watch and they won't do it.
Right. I don't care what you say or how many times you say you're not in it for the money. When you're
monetizing it, you are.
And you're making these types of titles and clickbait just to get people in there for what? For you to make fun of the family?
Yeah, victim shaming, accusatory. It's just not right. It's just not right. And anybody says they're not in it for the money, if their video is monetized and they're talking about those clickbaity topics or accusing or, oh, the family wants pizza, stuff like that, then they are in it for the money.
Right. Just, I mean, if you, I don't know. I'm more under the thought process that if you know, or if you're only going to make matters worse for those involved,
then don't do it.
Right.
And it's in America, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but sadly,
right.
it's
None of
not.
us knows how this case is going to turn out.
Mm-mm.
It's, you know, like you have said numerous times, it's all just speculation. Well, speculation can hurt.
Yep, exactly. And the mom is even afraid to, according to her post, she doesn't even want to go live on the news because she's afraid everyone will just tear into everything she says. They'll dictate, like go in and like a detective and say, oh, well, if she said this or her body language was like this, or, you know, and they'll just speculate even more.
Right.
It's sad. It really is sad.
Right. Sounds like they are taking good care of the searchers and all the workers, which is good.
Yeah, that's nice. They're getting some home cooked meals and stuff from the community.
And keep the volunteers and the law enforcement all in your thoughts, your prayers.
Yes,
I
I love that picture of her with that bow in her hair and her hair is short. It looks so cute.
I mean, there was.
Yeah,
that go around, but
I know there's some really crazy speculations out there.
It really is, and
it's just sad.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's all we have for you guys right now. Again, please like, share, subscribe, tick that bell so you are alerted if we post updates to this case. We will be continuing to cover this case.
Yes, and there should be another video up tonight on other topics.
Correct.
So,
all right, guys. Thank you. Everybody have a good day.
Yes, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.